We have in Westchester County a number of different facilities and assets. We have our park system, we have our sewer treatment plants and airport and a host of other different facilities. In the Ludlow Park section of Yonkers, it's the southwest corner of Yonkers, the Ludlow Park Neighborhood Association is adjacent to the Yonkers Joint Wastewater Treatment Plant. And over many years, there have been concerns in that neighborhood about odors that have emanated from the sewer treatment plant. I had the opportunity to meet with a number of the key members there a couple of weeks ago, and we're working on a game plan to try to get better communication to the neighborhood from the county in its wastewater treatment plant. I want to thank Eileen O'Connor, who heads that organization. She put together a committee of 5 people to work with us. We've gotten a number of letters that outline some of the problems, and we're going to try to work through those issues. We have the cooperative support of legislator Jose Alvarado, who represents that area, and of course the city of Yonkers, Mayor Mike Spano, and members of the Common Council there as well. As we try to work through these things, they're not easy. They're expensive fixes that have to be done, but they have to be done to try to make it more livable for the people in Ludlow Park. This is very similar to a meeting we had a month ago in Sleepy Hollow at Kingsland Point Park, where Mayor Martin Rutner and myself conducted an open session where we had people from the Sleepy Hollow community to come in and talk about the future of Kingsland Point Park. And they came up with a list of different concerns and issues, and we agreed to maintain the dog park that is there. We agreed to keep the park open. We agreed to keep the Catherine Davis building still serving some of the aquatic uses that has. There's a group called Seas and T-Town that have residence facilities there. And we also agreed to continue all of the local Sleepy Hollow programs and activities at that park. Kingsland Point Park is owned by the county, but we administer it through the village of Sleepy Hollow, and we continue to have that kind of cooperative relationship. We're now trying to work on beach access and a few other things for the future. But it came out of a neighborhood meeting, just like we had a neighborhood meeting over 4 years ago at Graham School in the city of Mount Vernon in preparation for what we were going to do at Memorial Field. Now Memorial Field is done. It's a year since we've opened it. I happened to walk down there this past weekend to take a look at it. Looks great, being well maintained by the city of Mount Vernon. We're 1 year into it, so far so good, but it is an example of us trying to work through the county-local partnership. We talked about it with Mayor Andino, but all of the different mayors and supervisors that have come across our desk, come across our podium over the course of these almost 6 years now that we've been in office, to create that partnership and work to solve problems. We're in the process of doing it at Kingsland Point Park. We hope to be able to have the same impact at Ludlow Park in Yonkers. And I want to thank publicly the residents of Ludlow Park who've expressed their frustration and now hope that this will be a reestablishment of relationship that can make progress. And again, I appreciate the role that legislator Jose Alvarado has played in all of that. We have a lot of work to do in Westchester County. We are not perfect. As most of you know, I am term limited by law, a law that I suggested. To 2 terms. My tenure in this office, if I'm granted a full life, will complete itself 2 years from this December. We have plenty of work to do, and I intend to do as much of it as I can. I'm confident that the day that I leave office, there will still be undone issues and things that haven't been addressed. But we've addressed so much over the course of these 5.5 to 6 years that I have confidence that we'll accomplish more.